This is the Bulls Chat Podcast. I am Joe Malone. The head coach, general manager of the North Iowa Bulls, Todd Sanden, is here. Coach, good morning to you.
Good morning, Joe. Thanks for the opportunity to be on.
A lot to talk about when it comes to the North Iowa Bulls. Some accolades that we'll get to in just a little bit. Also some commitment news that we'll get to. But first, I want to run down what was a few, I guess, because it was 3 very close games the Bulls were in. Friday and Saturday against the Granite City Lumberjacks at home, and then a Sunday contest at New Ulm. Let's start Friday and Saturday, both games going to a shootout. One of those going the Bulls' way, one of those going Granite City's way, and I believe only the second time in the 10-year history that the Bulls had back-to-back shootout games. Your thoughts on those contests?
Well, I was going to say, I don't remember us ever having back-to-back shootouts, so I'm glad that you did your homework before we got on air together. But, you know, those are obviously when you put Granite City and North Iowa in the same building, you expect a pretty close hockey game. There's very few over the history that end up being blowouts. So I think those 2 games were definitely as advertised as far as the series goes.
Now, when it comes to the shootout Friday night, things went North Iowa's way. Saturday night went Granite City's way. Is there something different that happened in that extra period, or is it kind of a roll of the dice when you get to that situation?
No, you know what? We used the same shooters on Saturday night that we used on Friday night. I mean, when you look at Carter Newpower was our first shooter Saturday night and hits the post. You just get so much momentum from scoring a goal in the shootout, and I think they got their first one. We missed ours, and then you're chasing it after that.
Now, does it feel like playoff hockey already? I know the Bulls have secured at least a spot in the playoffs, seeding still to come, but these past 3 games felt like we're already in the thick of it.
The games probably do, but as far as like for coaches and Coach Hicks and I, like our process is still a bit away from where we'd like to be the way we're playing in the playoffs. So like we have some things we really need to shore up, maintain, and fix. But I think when you look at the games themselves, they probably do have that feel.
I know I talked to people after the game Friday night, came back Saturday night because they had so much fun Friday night, and they're like, this was a crazy weekend of just, back and forth. Bulls got the lead. Bulls, trying to defend that lead, and then the overtime, which those, even though no goals were scored in the 2 overtimes, still very exciting back and forth hockey in those 2 periods.
Yeah, very entertaining. I think even from a coach's standpoint, those kind of games are fun to be a part of.
Now, we head to Sunday afternoon. New Ulm just got done with 2 huge battles against Granite City. How do you recover and get ready for an afternoon game after what I'm guessing was physically and kind of emotionally exhausting with the loss on Saturday night?
Yeah, and I think it probably showed a bit on Sunday with not just our effort, but just our energy in that game. We just didn't have everybody firing on all cylinders. And it's not an excuse. I mean, New Ulm did a great job in capitalizing on an opportunity that was catching a team coming in off a couple overtime games, the nights before. But, like we scored 5 goals. That should give us an opportunity to win a hockey game. And just on Sunday, that wasn't the case. But, I mean, at different points in that game, I thought we were very good. And then there was stretches where we just needed to be a lot better. So, credit to New Ulm, but I think we just need to manage that big sheet of ice up there better too, and we've struggled there this year for sure.
Well, and kind of odd looking at the box score as it was New Ulm leading 3-2 after the first. Both teams scored 3 goals in the second. So you're thinking, well, what's going to come next? Are we putting up 10 each in the third? And then nobody scores a goal in the third. Did everybody grip the stick a little bit tighter? Were they playing more defensively? What switched off the offense in that final third of the game?
Boy, I can't tell you, because after the second period, I'm thinking in my mind that the team with the puck last is going to win this hockey game. Like whoever gets the last shot on goal potentially is going to win it. So I was surprised that there were that we didn't score in the third. I mean, we were pressing, I would say, a little bit, which maybe that does cause the kids to grip their sticks a little bit tighter. But here again, like, I think our kids competed pretty hard in that game, but coming up short. I thought we would score a couple in the third to kind of take that game over.
Now let's talk about some accolades. First up here, West Division Star of the Week. This is the umpteenth time that it's gone to a North Iowa Bull. Carson Jones, 6 points over the weekend. Talk to me about his performance and his winning of the West Division Star of the Week.
You know, Carson's been really good for us lately, and his line mates with Carter Newpower and Lucas Jorgensen. That line's been pretty dynamic for us here in recent games. But looking at Carson, I mean, in his last 5 games, he's got 5 goals, 5 assists for 10 points, and I think he's a +5. So, like, he's just leading our team in effort most nights, and it's nice to see him get rewarded through production and then, being the West Division Star of the Week.
Now, a couple of news and notes about commitments being made at the collegiate level. We'll start with one that happened earlier this week. Cal Noss is going to be joining the St. Mary's University squad. Talk to me about that.
You know, that's a good opportunity for Cal. I mean, his brother's at River Falls. I think ideally if the cards fell where he went to River Falls, that he would have been fine with that. But St. Mary's is a program who is very familiar with the North Iowa Bulls and the NA3HL. Their head coach, Ryan Egan, spent time in both the North American League and the NA3HL before his tenure there at St. Mary's. So Ryan has a strong comfort level with the type of players that he can get out of the NA3HL, and they expect Cal to come in and play. Which that we're always looking for our guys to go be impact players on the college teams that they go to.
And then breaking news here on the Bulls Chat podcast, Evan Babacool, who, if I remember correctly, talking going into the season, had a decision to make, what he wanted to do with his hockey future, go collegiate or go in a different direction, and chose to come back to the Bulls because he liked what was going on here. And that's paying off with another college commitment.
Yeah, Evan yesterday committed to the University of Minnesota Concordia Moorhead, which obviously people from the area know we have a history with that program with several Bulls players playing for the Cobbers up there, including one local talent, Joe Bergmeyer, who captained that team for a few years up there. So we're really excited about this opportunity for Evan. It's a good fit for him to go in and battle for playing time as a freshman goaltender at the collegiate level. And I think when you are a goalie and it's limited playing time, that's the opportunity you're looking for. And he felt really comfortable with the campus and the package that they were able to present him as an incoming student.
Yeah, and congratulations to both Evan and Cal on being able to continue their hockey careers and get the education that goes along with that too.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the ultimate goal of our program, is to have all of our guys be college hockey players, whether it's NCAA Division I for kids who move up to the North American League, or NCAA D3 or ACHA D1 or 2. We want our guys to be collegiate athletes at the schools they go to.
Now, next up for the Bulls is a contest tomorrow night, well, depending on when you're listening to this, March 4th, against the Wilmer Warhawks. And then that'll be at the Mason City Multipurpose Arena. Friday night off, and then Saturday, Sunday against Wilmer. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, that is Saturday, Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. My calendar's playing tricks on me. But this will finish out the regular season schedule against Wilmer. Bulls have only lost one to Wilmer this season. Talk to me about what you are preparing for and expecting to see over the next 3 games.
Wilmer's a tough club to prepare for. They added depth to their offensive capabilities at the deadline and grabbing some key players that are putting some numbers up for them. They're always a hard-working team. So I think the nice thing about this weekend is we don't have to play 3-3. We have a little break between the games. But we look at Wilmer, and in the West Division this year, you have to prepare for every single opponent. And as we saw on Sunday, if you think you're going to get a night off or an easy game, it's not going to happen in the West Division. So we have to really grind this out this weekend. We let some points get away last weekend, and we're trying to stay atop that West Division, which is very difficult to do. But we're putting all our efforts into preparing to try to get at least 4 of 6 points out of this weekend.
Wow, and those games have definitely gotten tighter, especially after the pause that took place with Bulls winning 5-3 back in January, and then losing 3-2 on Valentine's Day, and then just a 2-1 win. So, a cakewalk is probably not an apt description of what these 3 games will be.
No, and that's the West Division this year. There just are no easy opponents in our division.
Well, looking forward to being out at the rink Thursday night, watching some Thursday night hockey in person. Info on tickets available at northiowabulls.com. Coach, General Manager Todd Sanden, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks, Joe. And I just want to let our fans know who'll be watching that game on Hockey TV on Saturday night. The start got pushed back to 8:10, so if we can just share that information with everybody out there watching on Hockey TV Saturday night in Wilmer, the start is 8:10 p.m.
Oh, well, I guess an extra hour to pregame. That's never a bad thing.
Oh, I wish I was there with you some nights.
All right, Todd Sanden joining us here on the Bulls Chat podcast. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe.